Now, for more on this, let's go to Omar Samad. He's a former Afghan diplomat and a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council. He joins us now live from Washington, D.C. Omar, it's good to have you here with us on TRT World. Now, is the West even more hypocritical than usual when it expresses sympathy for the people of Afghanistan, yet refuses to let them have their own money?
Well, if you compare this situation to 5 months ago, when the West or the United States in particular was spending, by some accounts, more than $300 million a week in Afghanistan to sustain the war and to help the previous government to function. Obviously, what you're seeing today is a very different picture. And I think that the American public and the American people and some in Congress now are realizing that it is hypocritical. And some other people call it passive aggressive behavior by the United States because of what happened in Afghanistan. But what needs to be done is that the people of Afghanistan need to be taken into account, and that the Taliban, as a ruling group, obviously can stay away from whatever help and assistance goes to the people, so that everybody knows that we are not facing a catastrophe.
Okay. Now, I believe one of the primary concerns at this point is that Western powers do not trust the Taliban with the money. Now, can the money still be controlled by the Taliban? For example, perhaps some import restrictions and limited food, and some other food measures on imports.
There are definitely ways to go about this. You can bypass the Taliban and make sure that whatever assistance is given, it's enough, it's sufficient, it is fast and swift in order to make it to the people, and it goes to all kinds of channels that the Afghan people can take advantage of. The banking system has to be revamped and has to be revived in order for money to flow, because it's not just a question of starvation facing Afghans, it's a question of livelihoods and the whole economy about to collapse. So whatever needs to be done by the United States and others has to be done now. It cannot wait. And the OIC, as you know, the Islamic countries had a meeting yesterday, and they have also proposed some ideas. And I think that time is of the essence, and the Taliban have to also be cooperative and make sure that the money that is received in Afghanistan does not end up in the security sector or anything that can embolden the Taliban further.
All right, Omar Samad in Washington, D.C., thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World.